back to my channel. My name is Idanise and this is Idanise Official Beauty. So you know the drill. If you have not pressed that red button, I don't know what you're waiting on, because there's all kind of content here for you guys. So please do check out the videos on this channel, which includes makeup, vlogs, everything from hair, cooking, you know, and then also videos like these talking about my career as an early childhood educator. So yeah, so there's lots of content for you to enjoy on this channel. So do check out the videos, and yes, press that red button, like, comment, let me know what you think, okay? Share to help this channel grow, because we need to get to that 1,000 subscribers, okay? All right, and what else? Share, like, comments, and subscribe, okay? And also press that notification button so that YouTube will notify you when I upload, and then I don't have to keep, you know, clicking and sending you guys WhatsApp and all that stuff. So press that notification button so you will know when I upload a video. All right, so let's get started on this video. If you didn't know, and this is your first time on my channel, I do work with school ages right now, and I do work for a private daycare, okay? So the daycare that I work for is the first daycare that I worked at when I graduated college. I recently returned back with them in January. So yeah, okay? So I have approximately, I would say, about 7+ years working as an early childhood educator, and I have worked in different daycares, okay? When I say different, not that much, but I have enough experience to share information out there on what early childhood education is. Yes, all about, if you didn't know, we do have a license we have to renew every year. So I would suggest, if you are becoming an early childhood educator, to keep that license in good standard. You know, do what you have to do as an educator. You know, keep learning, keep working at your craft. Don't do anything to ruin your license or, you know, put you at odd position as an early childhood educator. That's all I can say. Is we do have a yearly or annual license that we do we renew every year, okay? So not many people know that. It is not a job you can just go in and just work with children. So okay, so we do have a license, okay? Two things that you should know when becoming an ECE is what you're taught in school is totally different from what you're taught or what you're seeing in daycare, okay? So I will give an example. When I did my first placement with toddlers, and it's in a daycare not too far away from me, I was a little taken back, you know what I mean? I was a little taken back, because what you're being taught in school is totally different from the real world, honey, okay? And I remember I was just so overwhelmed. I'm like, wow, is this the career that I want to be in? Because that's not what we're being taught, you know, that's not the curriculum. They're teaching us a whole different curriculum, and this is what they do in daycare. And I remember when I went back to class the next day, all of my classmates, they were complaining, saying the same thing. And so be prepared for that, okay? So whatever you're taught in college may not be what you're experiencing in the real world, okay? So college gives you like an overall view of what daycare is supposed to be, but unfortunately a lot of times there's different sets of daycare, different sets of curriculum, and different sets of experience. Let's put it like that, okay? So be prepared for the real world, okay? It's not just sitting there and, hey, we do the Reggio Emilia and this is what they do. No. Every daycare is different, honey. Every experience is different, okay? So be prepared for that, okay? Not to scare you, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing, and it's a bad thing in a way, but it's a good thing, okay? You're getting different experience here. Another thing you should know when becoming an ECE is a job that you're constantly learning, okay? You're constantly going to have to get those workshops, you know, to keep you updated, because ECE is a career that is constantly changing. The curriculums is constantly changing. They always have new things coming up. It's the same way when you work with children. There's always something new, you know what I mean? So this is not a career everything is always stagnated. There's always a change around the corner, okay? So workshops is one of those, and then we have something called the CPL, which is with the college the College of ECE. You know, this is like a ECE portfolio, which I got to work on, honey. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got to work on that. But yeah, they recently actually changed 2 years, but now they do it for 1 year. Thank the Lord. Okay, so that we have to keep that updated also. So yeah, so this is a career where you have to keep on learning. You might feel like you're in school forever. Okay, be prepared for that. Okay, so this is, like I said, this is not a work you can just come in, okay, good morning, hey, good day, and no, this is a work like you're going to constantly feel like you're in some sort of classroom, because you have to keep updated, you know what I mean? All right, guys, we are on number 4. Okay, I know I wasn't counting for the last 2, but we are on number 4. So another thing you should know when becoming an ECE is know your status. Okay, know what you want when you're going out there. Okay, because ECE has now how can I say this? ECE has become very versatile, if that makes sense. Okay, it's become very versatile. You're gonna have the full daycare. You're gonna have the morning after school program, which I did. So if you're somebody who wants to make this out of a career, you want to make this, you know, this is your life, this is how you, then you want to go after a full-time job. If you're somebody who wants to start off small, you know, you want a few hours, you want a few experience, then I think the morning after school program is perfect for you. Okay, but then again, everybody is different. Some people, they may like the morning after school program better than the full-time, so they really don't care about their status. But I'm talking for those in particular, you graduate and now you want to go there and you want to make a career, and you want to, you know, this is your field now, this is your job, this is what you went to school for, your passion. So you want to go there knowing, hey, okay, I'm going to go into a full-time daycare, you know, knowing I'm going to get my hours, I'm going to get my career, you know. So go there knowing what you want and who you are, you know what I mean? I've been there myself. So, you know, I've been where in morning after school program, or, you know, they give you part-time hours and you love what you do, you're passionate, but it's not adding up, you know what I mean? It's not adding up. You can't make a living off of it. So yes, if you want to become an ECE, or, you know, you're interested in this field, make sure you know what you want out there. Okay, right. So another thing that I see a lot of people ask, and this is very popular thing that a lot of people who are interested in this field wants to know, is the payment, of course. Okay, now we are in 2022. Okay, I have to say there are some daycares that has made some efforts in paying ECEs the amount of payment that they need to pay, if that makes sense. And then there's some daycares, it's like, wow, all these years y'all still behind, like, you know what I mean? So when I graduated, it was 2014, worked for 1695, I believe, if I can remember. That was my first payment as an ECE, and I remember they were adding 10 cents as a raise, 10 cents or no, 10 cents or 25 cents, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, all right, okay, you know. And then I went to work for another daycare, and they paid me lower, which was $14. Okay, $14, and I don't even think that this daycare give me any raise at all. Okay, so it all depends on the daycare that you go to. I think my best payment came from a nonprofit daycare. They were really good with me, so I didn't have any issues with them. So be prepared for different payments. Okay, so if I was an ECE, right now, you know, I recently graduated, I would just take my time and do research. Of course, when you're first starting, you might not get up to the same payment as another ECE who are working in the field for 5 years, maybe a year, you know what I mean? It will be a little bit smaller than other ECEs. Of course, you got to go through the probation stage and stuff like that. So do put that in mind also. And also do put in mind that yearly they raise the payment. So I would say have a little bit more passion, you know, or patient, I should say. but also be aware of the job you're in. Be aware of where you're working at. Do they take the payment serious? Are they going to raise it up? I mean, they're supposed to raise it up annually. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You don't want to stay in a job it's stagnated. You know what I mean? They don't care about how much you get paid, because you need to make a living off of it. Okay, so like I said before, the payment is varied in different daycare, so it'll be up to you to do that research and, you know, talk with that company or whatever and how they do that. Okay, so so another thing that a lot of people do not talk about when you are becoming an ECE, and this is for everybody, make sure you are in your best health. Okay, this is something we touched up a little bit when I was in college. You know, I was in college, we touched a little bit on that, but be mindful that this is, or it can be, a stressful job. So you want to be in your best health as possible. A lot of us has gone into this field, and you know, it can be stressful on us, you know what I mean? So make sure you are eating healthy, you are exercising, you are in the right mindset. So I am telling you this in advance, okay? All right, it's not to say that in a negative way. I'm saying that in a positive way, so you can enjoy your career, you can feel free, you know what I mean? You're not feeling stressful, you know what I mean? You're aware of what you're getting yourself into. Okay, so yes, do make sure you're taking care of your health, mentally, spiritually, and physically. Okay, all right. And not to say it's a bad job, it's a great job, but obviously when you're working with little human beings, and then also ECE is a very multitasking job, you want to make sure you're in your best health. So take it from somebody who can tell you, honey, I need to be in my best health. Okay, so yes, do be in your best health. I believe I might have touched upon this on another video that I made. Be present. Okay, be present, be prepared for different experience. A lot of us go through different experiences, ECEs. There are some ECEs, they are blessed enough to just go into one daycare and they get that one experience and they love it. And there's other ECEs, they worked at this daycare and they worked at this daycare and they say, hey, oh my God, I didn't like that daycare. Oh my God, this one is better. Oh my God, that one is better. So be prepared out there for different experiences, you know what I mean? Different areas. So it all depends on you and where you're going to work and how you feel. You know what I mean? That's what I can say. Like for me personally, I've had different experiences. Like I can say, okay, there's a difference between the private daycare and working as a nonprofit daycare. There's a difference between working in this area and working in another area. You know what I mean? So be prepared for that. Reflect, pause, and learn. Okay. Don't take it all negative, because like I said, we work with children. You're going to come across different children, different families, you know, so we don't want to, I'm not going to personally say one is better than the other. It's just different experience, and be prepared for that. Okay, so yeah. All right, now for the number eight thing that you should expect, or to expect, when becoming an ECE, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, and I believe I touched upon this on another video. Is daycares can be a little bit shady. Okay, it can be a little bit shady. There's a lot of expectations in the childcare field. You know, let's not forget, like, this is probably 90% women in this field, maybe 95, maybe 85, I don't know. But there's a large percent of women in the ECE field. And be shady, okay? If any ECE out there dares to keep it real, it can be shady. So be prepared to go out there, find a great daycare to work at, work with the children, do what you love, and mind your business, okay? Mind your business and go home. And go home, okay? Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of expectations out there. There's a lot of drama out there when becoming an ECE, depending on what the daycare you work at. So there are daycares that is professional, and then there's daycares that are not professional. Okay, so be prepared for that. If you feel that it doesn't suit you, then move on to the next. Okay, move on to the next. There's lots of daycares to have tons of experience, okay? So be prepared for that. You know what I mean? If you see some shadiness going on, some gossip going on, stay out of it. Do you, okay? I'm just keeping it real, okay? Daycares can be very dramatic. It is what it is. All right? But again, I do have great experience working with a lot of ECEs in the daycares that I've worked at, and then I've had some, oh gosh, I wish I've never met this coworker. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep it real, okay? But like I said, yeah, if it doesn't suit you, find something else. If you feel you can manage, work with the children, work on your craft, be passionate about what you do, and go home. Number 9. So as you all know, during the COVID era, especially in the beginning of 2020, a lot of ECE had a downfall because a lot of us were laid off and we stayed home. Okay, we had to stay home, and you know, it is what it is, okay? So although ECE is a field that it is easy to get a job in, for me, I feel personally, ECE is not that job that you're not going to get a job. It's easy to get a job in the ECE field. However, when you do have certain situations like pandemic and stuff like that, it does take a toll on the career, okay? So be prepared for stuff like this, where you're going to have to be on social insurance and wait till you are called back to get your career back or whatever like that. So we do have situations that like that. We are considered essential workers, but obviously we're not like in the healthcare field. So as you can see, or as you saw during the pandemic, a lot of the children, they did online classes, they stayed home with parents, etc. So our essential status is a bit different, so be prepared for that. And also it takes a lot to run a daycare sometimes. So sometimes you will have daycares that have financial issues, or they will lay you off, or you'll see your hours go down. So be prepared for stuff like that. Although, like I said, they're constantly looking for ECEs, or they're constantly looking for workers to work in the field. But when it comes to hours and stuff like this, it can be a little bit complicated, okay? So do be prepared for that when becoming an ECE. Last but not least, I would say, is being an educator is a career with multiple duties. So like I said before in the beginning of the videos, when you go to school, it is totally different than when you go into the real world, okay? So we are multitasking. Now it all depends on where you work at now. Some of these multitasking jobs may be a little bit more overloaded than others, but do put in mind that early childhood education is a multitasking job. You are going to be doing paperwork, you are going to be doing whether it's sitting down, doing lunch, you're cleaning. Also, it all depends on where you work at. So do prepare for a lot of multitasking going on, and that's why they need to pay us some money, honey. They need to pay us some money, okay? But yes, so do be prepared for a lot of multitasking as an ECE, okay? So so that would be it for the video, guys. I hope that I was informative, and if you are an educator, or you are someone who knows a lot more about being an early childhood educator, do let us know what to expect when becoming an ECE. Do put it in the comment section down below. And yes, all right, so I do thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in another video. So peace out.